Can't open it, hon. Mix up. Good morning. It is September 1st and a Sunday, so I have a little bit of extra time and I thought I would try to get ahead on some Q3 cleaning tasks before the autumn is in full swing. I started with my list from Q1 cleaning tasks and then added to it. In spring and fall, I always have a few extra tasks because I can get outside and do a few more outside things. So we will be adding doing the windows and cleaning the garbage and recycle bins that go out to the curb. I thought we would get a few things done today. I highlighted the ones I want to get done. And I always feel like it's going to take me so long, but since we have most of the day at home, I think I might try to knock a bunch of them out. I also thought it would be fun to make some garbage disposal ice cubes with some lemon rinds from lemonade that I made the other day. I need to do a new counter spray. I do one for every quarter just because I want it to smell more seasonally appropriate. And then I want to clean the bed. Well, I'll clean the sheets like normal, but I want to do the mattress cover with a mixture of essential oil and baking soda and let it just kind of air out. So let's see what we can get done today. I'm going to start with the bed to get the sheets washing. Oh, I was like, what is that? My diffuser's all done. So I thought I would start with the bed to get the sheets washing. We'll go make our mixture and then we'll go from there. I'm thinking while we're in the kitchen, I want to do the ice cubes just so I can use them tonight and see how they turn out because I'm really excited about those. But let's get started and get to cleaning. This is so hard to get off. Adjust it. This way. There we go. Okay. All right, here you go. Can you put this in, please? Put it in, put it. Good job, honey. There we go. Can you throw this back in here? Thank you. Beads, right? Let's do this one. On that. Okay, go ahead. There you go. We just gotta pull this out now. Can we pull this out? Oh, there you go. Okay, so I've only done this once before, but I really liked it when we did it. I'm gonna get a bowl, baking soda, and essential oil, and I'm just gonna mix a few drops of essential oil with the baking soda, and then we're gonna throw it on the bed and let it sit for a few hours, and then we'll vacuum it off later. Okay, so we'll come back to this after the sheets are done washing and drying. We'll vacuum it up and then we'll remake the bed. I'm going to do the eucalyptus now while I'm in the bedroom because I want to put that up in the shower really quick. I love to add just a little bit of eucalyptus to the shower. It just makes it more spa-like to me and more intentional. So I do that. I probably should do it every month, but I do it quarterly right now because that's just what my mind can handle. So I'm going to change it for the new season. And after that, we are going to make the ice cubes because we want to get those freezing while we do the rest of the stuff throughout the day. Lemon rinds here. I'm gonna cut them up and I'm gonna put them into this ice cube tray with some water and a baking soda mixture. And then I'm gonna let it freeze. Bless you! And then I'll throw one in the sink with some vinegar. Coffee time. Can you say coffee? Coffee. Here's our before on the oven. So it's already coffee time. Doug took Graham to the park so he could be out of the house for just a little bit. I'm gonna start the oven. The oven is the only thing I use a really strong cleaner on. I mean, I'm sure people really get into the nitty gritty of like everything you do could be wrong, but you know what? I'm okay with the things that we use in the house. I keep the bad things away from Graham, and when I do a deep clean, I don't mind using more of a chemical thing. On a regular basis, I use more natural things. I use water, I use Norwex rags, I use things that aren't as toxic as people would say. But when it comes to doing the quarterly cleanings or the things I do once or twice a year, I'm okay using something a little more strong and then trying to maintain it versus using something that could be worse for us every day. So I'm okay with that. That's what we do here. I have the oven started and I'm going to use this oven cleaner. It is the Zeph oven cleaner. I have not cleaned our oven in 3 years, so it needs a little bit of extra love. I'm going to take some time on it. You preheat the oven for 10 minutes to 200 degrees and then you shut that off and you spray it and let it sit for 10 minutes and then you can work on the oven. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to finish doing the ice cubes and we'll put those in the freezer, and then I'm thinking I need to fill up my spray bottle. Every quarter I do a different scent in my spray bottle, so we will do that after we are done with the ice cubes. Okay, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. I know I used to watch things and hate when people eyeballed things, but I am just gonna eyeball it because I don't really know what I'm doing. But I'm assuming this is about maybe a little less than a half a cup, if maybe it's a half a cup. I don't have a whole lot left, so I was thinking I could just use the rest of it, but I might want to save some of it for something else to do. Yeah, it's just a little less. I mean, it could even out to a cup, just a half a cup. So I'm going to mix it in with the water. I can taste it a little bit in the air. I'm going to mix it together until it fully dissolves. I knew that was going to be really strong, but I still wasn't prepared for it. I did turn the fan on. I'm going to turn it on again once I'm done talking here. But I have the windows open. I have other fans on. It just keeps the air moving. Graham is still not in the house with us, so that's very good. I think next time I'll do less baking soda just because I didn't want to take the time it took to like mix it until it was fully dissolved. So I think also it probably didn't need as much, but I'd probably do 1/4 cup in this mixture, and I think I might do it in a different container because it just spilled everywhere. Sorry if you're like perfectionist like me and your inner self cringed. But I'm gonna throw these into the freezer, and then I'm gonna move the sheets to the dryer and on to the next thing. Okay, so next I thought we would do my countertop spray. I do a different one for every season. I think I mentioned that before. I'm gonna use this pumpkin pie fragrance. I don't know, I know it's not essential oil, but I like the smell of it. So I'm gonna use that, probably 1/2 cup of vinegar, and then the rest will be 16 ounces of warm water. I don't know that it needs to be warm, but I always just do it warm. And then it would just fill it up the rest of the way. Honey. We built the city. That's what it sounds like here, honey. Now I can clean the counter because they're all sticky and covered in lemon. So I don't technically need to have the countertop spray when I'm using Norwex. Norwex cleans good enough to pick up chicken off the counter and be totally sanitary. However, I just like the smell of it, and it just makes me feel a little more seasonal, and I don't know, helps me enjoy the moment a little bit more. So I love to do that every season. Next I'm going to do the oven, and we'll knock that out of the way because I think that's going to take a long time. And then we have to move the fridge and the oven. I have these scrubbers from Norwex, and don't quote me on this because they don't say this, but what my friends and I have noticed is that these scrubbers don't scratch the surfaces. So I use them in the shower and it doesn't scratch the glass. I've used them in the oven before and it didn't scratch the oven. So I don't know if all of this, like all of these things are like that, but my friends tell me that the Norwex one is the best. So I'm going to use it again because I've had a good experience with it. I can't guarantee it if you try it at your house, but I use it. I'm making the choice to do it. So if it gets ruined, it's my oven, it's my shower, it is what it is. But I feel comfortable using it. So I'm going to use this in the oven with just like a little bit of water and see what comes off. If it doesn't come off very well, I might try to leave it. There's a festival in town today, so we may go to the festival and come back and I'll try it later. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. We'll get started and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm sorry, we're just having a moment. So I started the oven. It started coming really clean, so I think it'll turn out pretty well, but there are a few spots that are just a little tough. So the directions said that you need to let it sit and marinate for a little bit. Not the exact words, but how I interpret it, you know? So we're gonna leave that for a little bit. We're gonna go to the fest, we'll come back. There are just a few things left I have to do. We'll have to finish the bed. I want to wash the garbage can and recycle bin. I guess they're both bins. The ones that we like put all our junk in and haul out to the street. I want to get those washed and cleaned. I like to do that seasonally just because I feel like it goes all winter and it's yucky. So I do that in the spring when winter's over, and then right before we go into winter in the fall. So we'll do those things, and then I don't know, maybe another thing or two, but I don't know what else we'll get to today. But those are the main things that I really do want to get to. So once I knock those out of the way, the rest of my cleaning list will be pretty easy. I can just add the other things into my regular weekly tasks, and it won't be too much. But right now, to have a day to knock out the big things is really awesome. So we're gonna go have a little bit of fun this Sunday, and then we'll be back to cleaning in a little bit. See you later. Okay, so this did not go how I planned. I had my SD card on top of my camera the other day when I switched cameras while I was cleaning, and my hands were full, so I thought I'm going to come back and put my SD card in the camera, and when I came back it was missing. I don't know if I got bumped, I don't know if Graham took it and put it in something, or it got bumped and is under something. That's not it. So needless to say, I don't have half of the stuff, I don't have the footage of half of the stuff that I filmed. So after the break in the video, I cleaned underneath and behind the oven. It was really disgusting, so I may have saved you from seeing that, but it was also really satisfying. I also finished cleaning the oven. And where are you going? I also I moved the fridge out, well, Doug moved the fridge out, and I cleaned behind it and under it. I also cleaned out the garbage and recycle bins that we bring out to the street. I used some Dawn dish soap and just like a drop or two, and then water, and used my broom to scrub it. I also have this it's a long pole, and it's battery operated, and at the end of it has like a scrubby head. So I got that from Amazon last year, I think, and I love to clean the shower with it, and I love to clean the garbage bins with it. Makes it so much easier, and now they're super clean. Sorry, I wanted to show you how I did it and what I used, but it's life, it happens, and I'm trying to be more positive about things and not harp on the things that go wrong. So I'm going to take you with me today to just do a few things that are on my list. I'm going to do the wash machine and the dishwasher, and then I think I'm just going to call it a day on this video. Again, sorry it's not what I hoped for, but you know, life happens and we got to switch things up. So, what, honey? Oh, we can't turn the fire on. We got to wait for it to get colder. Ask me next month. Okay, let's go do the wash machine. There we go. All right, then we gotta do hot. Can you turn it all the way this way? One more. Thank you. Oh, hang on. There we go. So we did make those ice cubes the other day, and I threw one in and recorded it, but I don't have the footage of that either. So I thought I would do another one, because why the heck not? It's just gonna make my sink smell better. So this is how they turned out. Again, I filled them a little too high, but that's okay. They just froze, and the lemon rinds rose to the top. And I'm just going to throw it in with some vinegar. And I'm going to run the water too. Right on there. Okay, I promised my hand was farther away from the disposal than it looked, but I thought I'd show you the oven for the last thing. This is how it looks now. There's some reflection. But I think it turned out pretty well. Nice and clean. And now I just have to maintain it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.